videos.
Guardian angels. Keep that question in mind because the 2 scary videos you're about to watch will definitely make you think about them. Take a look at the first one. This kid was standing by the roadside, probably waiting for a taxi, when he just felt the need to stretch his legs by kicking some stones. Little did he know that he was being led away from a crash that would have most definitely claimed his life. Just imagine what would have happened if he stood there just a few more seconds.
Quick RIP on a t-shirt. Casket sharp.
While that car was obviously losing control. If you thought that guy had one hell of a guardian angel or whatever, then you need to see this next clip. Let's watch.
Ooh.
While planning to take some stock down to the storeroom, this man was fortunate enough to take a step out of the elevator, just as the elevator's line burst. You could still sense the shock on his face as he tried explaining to others. Real life guardian angels, or the Grim Reaper taking a well-deserved day off? Let us know your thoughts.
Hey, do you ever walk into a room and completely forget why you're there?
Yeah, totally.
We've all heard stories of poltergeist activity, where something invisible throws stuff across the room. But in this scary video uploaded by TikToker Moon Goddess Crystal, the poltergeist goes the extra mile, ramping up the water bill and engaging in kitchen renovations. The clip was originally sent to a paranormal investigator,
They gonna have to pay me some bills. Fucking running up my water bill got me messed up.
and in all honesty, we can see why. Some of this creepy ass activity is so strong, you will even be able to sense it through your screen. Take a look.
Dr. Cussler, it's Mary. It's happening again. The water just came on. I'm hearing noises. My dogs are going crazy. Yes, I'm calm.
Why did the whole scene start like that, for one? She literally was at the sink when the whole scene started. And she cut it off. We don't know if she cut it on. Bruh.
Mom. I'm hearing stuff in the kitchen, in the bedroom. I don't know what to do. Oh my God, the water just turned on. I'll call you right back. My God, go away! Leave us alone! Oh my God. Bella, come in here!
And just 30 seconds on that happened.
Open the door! Let me out!
Did you hear the terror in her voice? According to the comments, she was on the phone to a paranormal investigator while this was happening, and boy, was that investigator having a field day with the activity they heard over the phone. The water tap turning on is one thing, but how the hell did the cupboards all burst open so abruptly?
Right.
The activity is too much for one person to sneakily do on their own off camera so quickly.
Okay.
But the scariest factor of this footage is the dog's reaction, just a few seconds before the paranormal explosion.
Leave us alone!
Something else was there with her, and they could sense it. One commenter even suggested that they once lived in that same house 15 years ago and received hefty warnings that the place was haunted, to the point that they had to move out after experiencing it firsthand.
Abandoned, run-down houses have never been good news, especially not for TikTok user Abel3E and his close friend. His friend lives near a small abandoned shack at the end of a dark, overgrown alleyway, surrounded by a wire fence. But is the fence there to keep things out, or keep things in? The owner of the property will not allow anyone to enter the area in order to capture footage of the creepy ass grounds. But it turns out when you have access to a security camera, you don't need to find horrors. They come and find you.
Huh? What you mean? So he set the whole camera up and he's watching from a whole distance. See, that's what I be doing. Oh, shit.
They capture what looks like a white shadowy figure of a little girl drifting past a camera. It seems as though she came out of the abandoned house. Some commenters have theorized that it could just be a firefly, but when we zoom in and watch the figure's movements, it is clearly walking like a human being. It could just be a small child playing in the grass, but why would a kid be playing out on their own in the dark? And why does it look so ghostly and pale? Let us know what you think in the comment section down below.
TikTok user AbbaDarkWolfCrew has been experiencing violent paranormal activity in his home for over 6 years. It all began with strange noises echoing from his small wardrobe. He was probably expecting it to be a draft, not a sinister entity staring him down through the crack of the door. And the footage that he's captured over the years just goes to show the blankets that you pulled over your head in the dead of night never protected you from anything. He reports vivid dreams of a grey man hurting him, but when he jolts himself awake, he soon realises that those deep purple marks covering him from head to toe are there in real life. One night, he was even choked by an unseen force and held against his bed. He awoke with a distinct handprint wrapped around his throat. And we can't explain what's going on with his teeth. If this entity is as powerful as it seems, it's only a matter of time before the entire family in the house is in severe danger. And it isn't just the humans getting abused. The decor is taking a bit of a beating as well. Things in the house seem to move with the intention of intimidation. The doors swing open and shut. Dolls move around on their own, because of course they do. The activity seems to take place around the early hours of the morning, and it shows no signs of letting up. He continually shows his hands to prove that he isn't pulling any strings, but we don't even doubt him at this point, especially not when there is no physical way for the objects to be moving the way that they are. Either someone is playing a very sneaky prank, or the house that AbbaDarkWolfCrew lives in doesn't actually belong to him. And whatever entity this is, it sure likes to have fun when the house is empty. Commenters are scrambling to ask how he lives like this, or whether he's considered cleansing the house, and his simple, rather upsetting response is that he's used to it. For 6 tiring years, he's experienced this torment. It's a part of the day-to-day schedule. His defeated outlook might leave you feeling just as hopeless. But it doesn't stop there. He began recording some of the abandoned rooms in the house, and what he caught in there pretty thoroughly explains why nobody wants to go in there anymore. Take a look.
Well, those are puppies playtime, puppies playtime. What I know.
Lo jala hacia abajo. No hay nadie abajo de la cama, como habían dicho. Y tampoco hay nadie de aquel lado. Y lo sigue jalando.
Something's tugging at that toy, yo.
Igual han dicho.
At first glance, that could easily be somebody hiding under the bed and pulling down on a string. But when the camera pans down, we can see there's a barrier there. Nobody could be hiding anywhere. So how is the spring moving like that? But this isn't the only clip of this entity at playtime. Take a look at this.
Ni siquiera es de pila.
Well, at least it's making use of the kids' unwanted Christmas gifts. When we get a closer look at the toy car itself, we can see there are no places for a string to be tied, and it doesn't seem to have a motor in to make it run on its own. So how did it zoom across the floor? The events only get more and more ludicrous as we watch. You're not even safe on the toilet in this house.
Pero me paso para este lado y ya no lo hace.
No, it's not broke, my bad. Stay open, kind of sip.
Seems like even the undead can't hold it in. And again, we can't think of any way this could have happened, aside from somebody standing there and flipping the seat up by hand. But there's nobody there, although the freakiest part was still yet to come.
Yeah, music in the background. Thumping. That's a screwdriver. I thought that was a vape pen. I was saying this man vaping and he too comfortable. Hey man. Grabbing all my stuff, because ain't no way you off of reserve juice.
Y no hay nada de pilas internas, como decían.
It should just be a video of a harmless toy, but there's no batteries inside, and it's functioning perfectly normally. What the hell is going on? Commenters were rightly a little suspicious, theorising that the toy could just have an internal battery that runs for show when it's on a shop shelf. But that was quickly debunked when the channel took to TikTok to show the full toy details on Amazon, confirming there's no internal battery at all. And that's not the only toy that springs to life in the dead of night.
No way, bro.
Surely, there must be something within the inner workings of the toy that gives us a perfectly logical explanation as to why it's switching on. Or maybe not. The whole thing has been taken apart, and it's still switched on. There's nothing but wires and a circuit board there, so where is the power coming from? Either ABBA Dark Wolf crew is extremely handy with a screwdriver and some wires, or something is putting power into these toys from beyond this realm. Even the toy trucks are moving without any batteries in.
Our mission in Coding Dojo is about redefining what's possible in our students' lives. If you are interested
Could this be a montage of the power spirits can hold, enough to transmit energy into anything? Could the violent grey man be moving on to the children in the house as well? Or is it just some very clever engineering? What do you think? Let us know in the comments. And while you're at it, don't forget to bump the like button and subscribe for that sweet, spooky notification every time we upload a new scary compilation.
We all know some TikTokers create the odd fake ghost video to bring more views to their other videos. But what happens when you find a video from someone who doesn't give a damn about TikTok? That's exactly what we found. A video uploaded by Kaylee2000. She's not your average TikToker fishing for internet fame. Nah, Kaylee only ever uploaded one single video, and that was just to ask about something that happened to her. Something she's having a hard time trying to explain. Take a look. It was as if someone, or something, was holding on to that part of her hair until she snatched it away from it. Static electricity wouldn't just affect that small piece of hair, and she couldn't be using a string either, because we can see her moving other parts of her hair over it. Plus, her eyes clearly showed that she's genuinely baffled. Judging by the number of reported poltergeist activity in hospitals and what we can see in this clip, the chances of it being actual paranormal activity caught on camera are pretty high. But what do you think about this one? Let us know in the comments.
And what would be a scary compilation without the usual shadow weirdo rushing to do whatever shadow weirdos get up to?
Whoa.
This creepy video uploaded by Wahid_PC on TikTok shows a baby being recorded by his parents, when they catch a shadow figure running across the doorway. Unfortunately, there's little information about this place, but one thing's for sure, it's time to move out.
According to TikToker Zach, his house is haunted by an entity that seems utterly furious. Life isn't easy for his family, so to show the world what they're dealing with, they decided to install a security camera in the hallway where most of the activity happens. This is what they captured.
Hey, yo. Nah.
The emerging and sudden drop of that black towel seems incredibly unnatural, as so does the fact that it seems to be floating, but is that enough to say that the house is haunted yet? Let's see what else they captured.
На выход, да, на выход поставила. Ну все, мне уйти надо. А вы уверены, что поможет?
Things are moving at will and getting thrown in the weirdest possible manner. If this is not paranormal, do you have any idea how can they be faking the ball floating the way it did, or the sugar spreading like there's someone blowing it? We can't see anyone close to it, and no sounds that could indicate a leaf blower used off camera. But the more we dig through this TikTok account, the weirder the activity gets.
No. Huh? And then he put himself back?
Skeptics might assume all these clips to be just a clever hoax, but if that's you, please let us know how do you think these incredibly unnerving feats are pulled off. Can't wait to read your thoughts in the comment section.
If you thought glitches in the Matrix were just in the movies, think again, because this incredible moment caught on camera will have you second guessing everything you walk past.
Ooh. Huh?
Surprisingly, this isn't footage from a glitchy PlayStation 2 game, it's real life camera footage. No idea how anybody could edit this so smoothly, but if you have any idea, let us know in the comments.
And no way. Yeah, but I had to be like extra school or something, or what?
Hey, do you ever walk into a room and completely forget why you're there?
Yeah.
Fun fact, having the store doors locked for the night is not enough to stop a poltergeist from doing their weekly shopping. In this particular case, the store assistant that opened up in the morning was in for a huge paranormal punch in the face when he realised the CCTV cameras caught this terrifying footage. Let's watch.
Huh? Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Some commenters seem suspicious of the paper flying upwards towards a crack in the ceiling, but that still doesn't explain anything else that we see here. It's like someone or something is running through the
Because the receipt didn't just fly up. those receipts are usually stored in a drawer. So if that receipt was out, it was in the receipt depositor. So if it's in the receipt depositor, how is that much tape on the roll coming out the deposit? Ain't no way.
The store and trashing it for fun. While we could assume the shopping trolley to be pulled with a string, we still can't explain how the hell it makes a turn. 2 strings on each side pulled one after another? Or just a poltergeist pissed off with the lack of discounts across the shelves? Let us know if you think this is real or fake in the comments section.
Taking photos is a great way to capture memories, but for Lauren Combs, those pictures just captured what started a never-ending nightmare. She first noticed something strange when a landlord was taking photos of the newly installed windows. There's someone or something either reflected on the window or inside the house. It looks like a doll, but she hates dolls and has none of them around the house. She tried to recreate it and inspect the area, but all she found were scratches in the window. And that surely doesn't explain the rest of the creepy activity she was about to capture in that house.
No.
Luna, come on.
A faulty doorbell, right? Either that or a mouse chewing on the doorbell cords. But why does it only happen when she is home alone?
You would see the mouse.
There's no one with her. Or is there?
6 to find out my final answer. Whoa, I'm sorry. But I'm not sorry that I can tell you something. 19 minutes, people. Hurry to be clear. 19 minutes until 6 o'clock. This brings a whole
Something really doesn't like her choice of books. And it's especially terrifying when you look at which ones hit the ground. Mostly books to do with ghosts, which is creepy enough, but one book shook her more than the others. A book called 19 Minutes fell, which wouldn't mean anything unless you listened to what was said on the TV right after the books were pushed. Listen carefully.
6 to find out my final answer. Whoa, I'm sorry. But I'm not sorry that I can tell you something. 19 minutes, people. Hurry to be clear. 19 minutes until 6 o'clock.
Did you hear it? Straight after the 19 Minutes book fell, the actor on live TV said the words, 19 minutes. Something isn't right here, and it looks like there's something else trying to get her dog's attention too.
At 11:44. At 11:44. At 11:44 at night, ain't nobody in. No one going to my house.
The spookiest thing about this clip is the dog's whimpers echoing throughout the house just before something fell on the floor. Footage also comes from house cameras, which means it would be pretty difficult to convincingly edit it, and the times on the screen match up perfectly to show there are no jump cuts or tricks. For example, when the timer reaches exactly 28 seconds, we can hear the door closing, perfectly matched on both cameras. Some commenters were rightfully suspicious that she never showed the footage from the outdoor camera while the doorbell was ringing, but they soon quietened down when they saw the next clip she uploaded, because it was enough physical evidence to set even the most skeptical on edge.
Because my surgeon thinks that I'm one. I gave you 6 points, I'm deducting 7. This is ridiculous. Don't make me think about numbers again. A brave and accurate decision.
Rewind, please.
But they soon quietened down when they saw the next clip she uploaded, because it was enough physical evidence to set even the most skeptical on edge.
Because my search is 6 and I am 1. I gave you 6 points, I'm deducting 7. This is ridiculous. Don't make me think about numbers again.
I'm sorry. Here.
Yes, my captain. Yes,
Oh.
Captain, your horticulture is harvestable. Ah, good call, thank you. Fine. Hurry happily, and Hank, he's hungry. Hollow hippo.
At first she thought it was a cat jumping behind her, but when she turned around, the cat was nowhere to be seen. And when you look at the time, the witching hour, many ghost hunters and paranormal fans believe that between 3 and 4 AM is when ghosts tend to be the most active. But could it just be a dog pile of coincidences, or is this a truly terrifying case of a real-life haunted house? Let us know your thoughts, and make sure to follow Lauren on her TikTok page, PeachAssassin99, to see what happens next.
Here are 3 reasons why you should buy a new gaming PC from Build Redux. 1, we offer the best pricing on quality gaming PCs. 2, our team will build and optimize.
This TikToker thought he had achieved his lifelong dream when he built his own house, but it turned out to be his worst nightmare.
How you build your own house when you already got a ghost? I hate to spell on you. That's what happened, boy. It's crazy.
While he was announcing his new achievement, he heard a bit of commotion in the other room and decided to investigate. But what he found there sent him bolting into the night quicker than a freight train. Take a look.
Buksan natin yung yung ilaw. Kasi parang may nararamdaman talaga ako eh. Ito. Tangina! Yun! Tangina! Shit! Ah, shit! Tangina! Ayun! Shit!
We can see him walking the length of the room with no obstructions, even passing between the red chair and the door, where a string could have been pulled if this was a fake video. Now, you're probably thinking that he must have jumped over the string while heading to the door. Check out the terrifying video he captured a few months later before making up your mind, because this one is a little harder to explain.
Kalilipat lang kasi namin dito eh. May maingin niya yun. Walang mag-isa dito eh. Wala tayo ilaw. Ano kaya yun? Ano yun? Tay, sira ang cellphone ko.
Damn, whole phone? And it cracked.
Oh, wow. Sa ilaw.